Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of National Poetry Month. Um, Everybody getting a little bit of cabin fever sitting through this quarantine stuff. I hope you're doing okay, staying healthy, staying safe. Today I'm going to read a poem from Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. It's usually called the White Knight's Song, but its title is a little more complicated than that, and I'm going to read you the introduction to it from Through the Looking Glass. If you think about it, the Alice books are like really long poetry readings, interrupted occasionally by narrative, and this is part of the narrative that goes with this particular poem. "You are sad," the knight said in an anxious tone. "Let me sing you a song to comfort you." "Is it very long?" Alice asked, for she had heard a good deal of poetry that day. "It's long," said the knight, "but it's very, very beautiful. Everybody that hears me sing it, either it brings the tears into their eyes, or else—" "Or else what?" said Alice, for the knight had made a sudden pause. "Or else it doesn't, you know. The name of the song is called Haddock's Eyes." "Oh, that's the name of the song, is it?" Alice said, trying to feel interested. "No, you don't understand," the knight said, looking a little vexed. "That's what the name is called. The name really is The Aged, Aged Man." "Then I ought to have said that's what the song is called," Alice corrected herself. "No, you oughtn't. That's quite another thing. The song is called Ways and Means, but that's only what it's called, you know." "Well, what is the song, then?" said Alice, who was by this time completely bewildered. "I was coming to that," the knight said. "The song really is A Sitting on a Gate, and the tune's my own invention." "I'll tell thee everything I can. There's little to relate. I saw an aged, aged man a-sitting on a gate. 'Who are you, aged man?' I said, 'and how is it you live?' And his answer trickled through my head like water through a sieve. He said, 'I look for butterflies that sleep among the wheat. I make them into mutton pies and sell them in the street. I sell them unto men,' he said, 'who sail on stormy seas. And that's the way I get my bread. A trifle, if you please.' But I was thinking of a plan to dye one's whiskers green, and always use so large a fan that they could not be seen. So having no reply to give to what the old man said, I cried, 'Come, tell me how you live,' and thumped him on the head. His accents mild took up the tale. He said, 'I go my ways, and when I find a mountain rill, I set it in a blaze, and thence they make a stuff they call Rowland's Macassar oil. Yet twopence halfpenny is all they give me for my toil.' But I was thinking of a way to feed oneself on batter, and so go on from day to day, getting a little fatter. I shook him well from side to side until his face was blue. 'Come, tell me how you live,' I cried, 'and what it is you do.' He said, 'I hunt for haddock's eyes among the heather bright, and work them into waistcoat buttons in the silent night. And these I do not sell for gold, or coin of silvery shine, but for a copper halfpenny, and that will purchase 9. I sometimes dig for buttered rolls, or set limed twigs for crabs. I sometimes search the grassy knolls for wheels of hansom cabs. And that's the way,' he gave a wink, 'by which I get my wealth, and very gladly will I drink your honour's noble health.' I heard him then, for I had just completed my design to keep the Menai Bridge from rust by boiling it in wine. I thanked him much for telling me the way he got his wealth, but chiefly for his wish that he might drink my noble health. And now, if e'er by chance I put my fingers into glue, or madly squeeze a right-hand foot into a left-hand shoe, or if I drop upon my toe a very heavy weight, I weep, for it reminds me so of that old man I used to know, whose look was mild, whose speech was slow, whose hair was whiter than the snow. whose face was very like a crow, with eyes like cinders all aglow, who seemed distracted with his woe, who rocked his body to and fro, and muttered mumblingly and low, as if his mouth were full of dough, who snorted like a buffalo, that summer evening long ago, a-sitting on a gate. That poem is supposed to be a satire of a Wordsworth poem called Resolution and Independence. This is a poem I actually like, even though it was included in the Stuffed Owl anthology, which is an anthology of bad poems by good poets. You can read Wordsworth's poem for yourself and decide whether you like it or not. I think that Carroll's satire of it is arguably a better poem than the original. This is something I call the Weird Al syndrome, when you remember the words of the parody better than the words of the original, which is true of me in this case. I will be back tomorrow with another poem for your delectation and or annoyance, and I will see you then. Please be safe, be happy, have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.